So, good evening, everyone. I didn't remind you about our meeting. That's why today we have a lesson which you should just watch, and that's it. I'm making you to do several exercises. So, here we are. We are to do exercises according to your book, which you have. So, that was about Module 2 in Spotlight 6. First of all, we need to do exercise. Please come to my birthday, and then you should decide what kind of word you should choose. So, graduation, when you finish a university, that's why you can say graduation. And if you say party, this is a special occasion when you invite guests and make a holiday. So, please come to my birthday, and of course, it's better to choose party. So, we have the next. Peter's birthday is, and here you should remember, if we speak about day, for instance, Monday, we will say on Monday. Or like today, Wednesday, we will say on Wednesday. But if we have months, we say in or at. So, 1, 2, 3. Yes, that's the correct version. In January. So, see you later, alligator. This is a special saying when you want to say goodbye. After a while, crocodile. After a while, it means that you want to see someone in a while. So, see you at the party. It's just the birthday party, I suppose. And here we have at, on, in, 8 o'clock. So, if we speak about time, you should remember that we should speak about sharp. Yeah? If we have a clock, we will say at. And that's the point. So, days with on, month with in, and time at 8. I have basketball, and here we have Mondays. So if we have days, we should choose on. I have breakfast on Mondays. They have music lessons, and here we have fixed idiom in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening. Ta-da! What's your favorite day of the week? Maybe you remember we had such a discussion about days of the week and which is your favorite. Well, I suppose if we speak about the week, we should name it. That's why we can't choose the 23rd of August. We can choose only Saturday. Next, what do we have? What's the time, please? So if we ask about time, we cannot say summer. If we will ask what's the season, we will answer summer. But what the time? That's why 3:30. This is the correct answer. What's the date today? It was our question on the third lesson. Remember, we should understand when we speak about our birthday, we can say on Monday or in January. But if we speak about the date, we should choose the exact. It's the 13th of June. Please come to my party. And you should answer. For instance, you can say, okay, see you there. Or if you don't want to come, you can say in August. It's really weird if you say like that. I suppose that the only correct answer, see you there. So we have a lot of questions left. For instance, this is a question which is from the second form. How old are you? Насколько ты стар? Yes, so that's the question for English-speaking people to ask about your age. I'm 11, or that's right. I suppose that if you want to answer how old are you, you should say your age. I'm 11. And here we have there are. Table in the living room. If we say a table, it's okay because here we have consonant T. If we say an table, we should have like apple, a vowel, the first after this article. So It's obligatory and the only right choice to say at table. So, what do we have? The newspaper is, and here we have between. We should have two objects, and here is only one table. That's why we can choose only on the table. So, it's on the 25th of November. I suppose that this is a Scorpio by horoscope. Where? It means the place. Where are you from? I'm from Astrakhan. Where is your bag? It's on the floor. So it's not okay for asking about birthday. About why? Why is your birthday? I suppose that's ridiculous. It's what is the reason for your birthday? Yeah, of course, if we answer about the date, we should say when. This is the only way to express this question right. Oh, that's your favorite word, cushions. If you have small pillows on sofa, you can name them cushions. And if we have the sofa here, on the sofa, we have some, we should say, oh, this is Karina's, I don't think that favorite, maybe not satisfying, not comfortable topic. She doesn't remember that if we have a question, we should ask any. That's the hint. You cannot ask some. There is a new, and here we have bathtub, fridge, and wardrobe. You remember that bathtub is a place where we wash in the bathroom. So fridge is the only item which belongs to kitchen. And as for wardrobe, wardrobe is a place where we put our dresses. So I don't think that dresses are in the kitchen. So the only correct question is fridge. Next we have, can you put these flowers? And here we have opposite. Opposite, I have a TV set. Under the bed. There's nothing under the bed, I suppose. And in a vase, please. By the way, British pronunciation, vase. American pronunciation, vase. It's possible to say in a vase. So this is the correct option. Can you put these flowers in a vase, please? I've got a big, and here we have wardrobe, sink, and shower. We have a bedroom. I don't think that it's possible to say sink and shower. Sink is a place where you can wash your hands or maybe you wash the dishes. As for the shower, it's the place where you can wash your body and hair and head. Of course, the only correct version is wardrobe. This is a place where we put our dresses. So here we have a question. Is that over there? It's my brother Chris. So if we speak about a person, the first question, who is that over there? Yes, this is the one question when we speak about a person. Where is the cat? She is, and here we have in. It is stuck. No, it's impossible. Our cat is alive. It cannot be in the table. Between, we should have two objects. Between what kind of objects the cat is. And the only correct version here is under the table. So this is the table, and here is the cat. Mark seats, and here we have the computer all day. Of course, that's all about my daughter and about Mark as well. They sit in front of the computer all day. So I don't think that under or behind is possible. Are there, and here we have again a question, shops in your neighborhood? So if we say a question, the only thing is to say any. That's the point. So again, if we speak about questions, you should use any. They sell cats in my local pet, toy, and music. Of course, if we speak about cats, they are our pets, and that's why only pet shop is the correct version. They sell cats in our pet shop. The library is, and here we have two things, supermarket and bank. If we have two things, we should understand that we cannot say on, we cannot say under, we can say only between. So that's how we choose between. If we have two objects, we can say between. There is a bus station, and here we have in, in the supermarket. Maybe it's possible, but I don't think that it's really existing nowadays. So in front of the supermarket and between. So to use between, we have two objects. Here only one supermarket. That's why, ta-da! This is the only choice we need to do. I have, and here we have new ball. Let's go to the park. There is a good suggestion, especially when the weather is such lovely as we are having today. If we have only one ball, we should say a ball because it starts with the consonant. It's simple. We have already had such kind of examples. So about bakery, and baker is a person who can make bread. And here we can see toys, bread, and aspirin. As for toys, I suppose that there is a shop assistant who can help us. As for bread, there's a bakery, yeah, who can provide us with the bread. And as for aspirin, we know the word chemists. Chemists and chemistry, they are all together. Right now in modern English, they have a special word, pharmacy. So it's like our pharmacy, yeah, like Russian pharmacia. But that's the point. If we speak about bakery, we can use only bread. For the next, we have greengrocers. As for greengrocers, that's really weird not to understand that. No stamps, no newspapers, because they are made from paper. And we are speaking about vegetables. So in greengrocers or at greengrocers, we can buy vegetables. We have two questions left. News agents. As for news, they usually are written in newspapers or nowadays we take them from the internet, maybe from TV. Of course, in news agents, you cannot buy fruit or balls, but who knows? Usually in news agents, we buy newspapers. Ta-da! Post office. If you do not know what flies all over the world, staying in one place, this is a stamp. So if you buy an envelope, you glue a stamp on it. And when the envelope goes through the world, it is flying. And the point is that if it's flying, it's taking the stamp which is glued on the upper stuff, just with it. That's why this is the only thing which travels staying at the one place. Chemists, this is the word which I explained and reminded you about. So these were the people who could make medicine. And that's why right now we in modern Britain say that chemists is a place where you can buy aspirin. That was the last one. So, telling you the truth, I was thinking that it'll be a fun activity for you, as this is a simple one, yeah. I don't have any answers about some people who can join us. They are still not online. Nevertheless, what we are doing now, we are having more exercises from Spotlight. This is module 2, and we have Spotlight Happy Times. I suppose this one is a bit easier, and just to remind you the words which we already had in our previous exercise. So today we're going to start to make a party. So, and I speak about time. Of course, when we speak about time, we can say it's 6:30 when our lesson is all the time starting. That's why I didn't say beforehand that we should have it. If we celebrate something, we should join together at noon. That's usually what British people say, but American people say midday. So mid is like the middle, and the middle of the day is 12 o'clock. That's why it's called like that. Hey, everybody knows happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Here we have. Mm, This is the only thing which we can take here. Take place means that the party can take place at my house or maybe in a cafe. Or right now we have VR clubs, whatever. But to visit it, you should have an invitation. Yeah. And if you want to have a party, you should invite somebody to your party. And then you will have a special event. And it's a good occasion if you want to celebrate something. For instance, graduation. If you graduated well, you have good marks, you are well done. And you remember about Cinderella. Cinderella is the character of fairy tales. She should have left, and she never did, at midnight. Unfortunately, she forgot about the time when she was dancing, and that's why at midnight her beautiful card turned into a pumpkin. And that's what I wanted to discuss with you today. Next week, we are going to have a special occasion. This occasion is called Halloween. That's why I sent you, just a second, I sent you to our group a small video about this Halloween. Of course, we know with you some of the words, but right now we need to revise. So here you see Halloween Town. So they invited us, boys and girls of any age, to town of Halloween. This is a party. This is Halloween. I saw a lot of people who don't know how to spell it right. You see, we have A here, not E. And what is also very interesting, here we have pumpkins. These are vegetables, yeah, orange ones, which usually are used like Jack of Lanterns. Jack of Lantern is a legend which we already read last, yeah, it wasn't not so recently. I suppose maybe we read about pumpkins and Jack of Lantern last year. Here we have pumpkins scream. I want to remind you that you also know a synonym to the word scream, shout, shout, let it all out. So you know the word dead of night, yeah? And here we have trick or treat, till the neighbor's gonna die of fright. When you're frightened, yeah, hug yourself when you're scared as well. You don't remember the word neighbors. I do know that you have difficulties to spell it. So, but you should remember that neighbors are people who live next to you, next door, next flat. And trick or treat is a special activity when you go and knock at the door, knock, 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 and you tell a person who lives there, trick or treat. Trick, it means you can make a joke with this person. Treat, if they give you some candies. So Halloween is the good way to collect a lot of candies if you do want to have them. So, next. So, just for you to remember, I am the one hiding. Oh, hide and seek. Hello, where are you? I'm here. Under, under your bed. That's what we're talking about the cat. The cat is under the table, and this is a scary creature who can frighten you, and I am the one hiding under your bed. I'm scared. I don't like such creatures. Here we have teeth. You remember that if we have only one tooth, we are not happy. We should have 32 teeth. This is the word with not a common way to make plural. So one tooth, one toothpaste, one toothbrush, but we have a lot of teeth inside of our mouth, ground sharp. Ta-da! And eyes. You remember? Head and shoulders, knees and toes, and eyes and ears. Glowing red. So to glow, it means like to have light of something. That's why we can say glowing is like that. What I want you to do, I want you to write out the words. Maybe you know them, maybe you forgot, or maybe they are just new for you. Round that corner. You remember about shapes. We had squares, we had rounds, circles, and if we speak about a circle, it has no angles. This is round and smooth. So corner, you should remember, yeah? If we speak about corner, in the room, there is a sofa, yeah? There is a sofa in the corner of the room. But if we speak about a street, we can say on the corner of the street, we have a shop. So that's how we use corner. Man hiding in the trash can. Yeah, by the way, I wanted to start with you with some tongue twisters, as we did our previous lessons all the time. But the point is that they are very, very sophisticated, difficult for you. That's why maybe a simple one. Can you, can, I can, can. Can you, can you, can. Можешь ли ты, can, законсервировать, I can, банку. Can you, can, I can. So, can you, can. Можешь ли ты называть ты can. There is a very tongue twister with twisting sense. So what I want you to write out, the words maybe you don't remember or you don't know. Maybe trash can will be new for you. Scream is also a synonym, as I told you, about shout. Say it once, say it twice. So once and twice, these are the adverbs when you do something one time or two times. I want you to just write out all the new and unfamiliar words for you. Or maybe I will give you for you all the words and you just write them down to your vocabulary and you will understand that it's necessary to learn them, because if you speak about Halloween, you ought to know exactly what you can be prepared for. Also, today I wanted to devote some time for our home reading. As for our home reading, we have with you our book Alice in Wonderland. As for Alice in Wonderland, this is a book for home reading, but unfortunately, when I give you such kind of task, you don't do that. That's why I decided to continue uh, to continue reading the book here. Right now, I should change as far as I understand my screen. Yes, here we are. We stopped with you on chapter 2. It was about tiny door. Tiny, a very small little door. And you remember that Alex looked around, saw a glass table with a tiny gold key. And when she wanted to go outside, she was too big to go through the little door. She closed the little door, and when she went back to the table, there was a bottle on the table, yeah? A label on the bottle said, "Drink me." It was Karina who read about that. Alice looked carefully at the bottle, and then she tried to drink. So she drank that, and she became a big one. The key to the little door was on the table. She could see it, but she couldn't reach it. Oh no! And then just she saw a little glass box on the floor. There was a tiny, again a small one, cake with the words, "Eat me." Alice ate, this is past simple, of irregular eat. Oh, I'm growing! And she grew until her head and shoulders, knees and toes, yeah, hit the ceiling. And ceiling is something that you have up above you in the room. She took the gold key and opened the tiny door, but now, of course, she was too tall to go through the door. She sat on the floor and cried. So that's how she was crying. You see her tears. But you also can see one more character which appears. So our chapter 3 is called The Pool of Tears. In your spotlight, or maybe in some other courses, you understand that you can swim all year round in a swimming pool. And I told you, pool – это лужа, swimming для плавания. Here we have the pool of tears. У нас лужа из слез. Alice cried, and her tears made a deep pool around her. So here you see make, made, made. This is past simple of irregular make. After a few minutes, she Heard footsteps. Foot, only one, feet when you have two. And saw the little white rabbit. He had a fan and a pair of white gloves. He looked worried and he didn't see Alice. Oh, the Duchess, or maybe the Duchess, is going to be angry. I'm so late, said the rabbit. Excuse me, said Alice. The rabbit turned round and saw Alice. He screamed, dropped the fan and the gloves, and ran away. Alice picked up the fan and the gloves and said, Oh dear, everything is so strange today. So here she has something new, yeah? Sorry? Uh-huh. Suddenly she saw that she was quite small again. The fan is making me small, she said, and dropped it into the floor. Now I can go through the door. She ran to the door, but it was shut, and the key was on the table again. Alice tried to climb up the table, but she fell. Fall, fell, fallen. This is irregular. Landed into a pool of water. What's this? Said Alice. Am I in the sea? But it wasn't the sea. It's the tears I cried when I was big, said Alice. Oh, why did I cry so much? So here you can see that we make questions in past simple with the help of auxiliary did. Why did I cry? And if we will see the beginning of our chapter, we will find here she cried and cried. This is past simple of regular verb. Cry. Yeah. And here, if we have a question, did I cry? We have infinitive form of the verb cry. Just then, Alice saw that she was not alone in the pool. There was a mouse, a duck, a dodo, a young eagle, and many other strange creatures. Alice and the animals started to swim and soon got to the shore of the pool of tears. Pool of tears. Like swimming pool, but it was done by tears. And what I want you to remember, that we have a tongue twister. She sells seashells on the seashore. She sells seashells on the seashore. You should remember this tongue twister when we speak about the shore. Hopefully, Ivan, you know what she did. So, to my mind, this is the end of our chapter number 3, and this is as well as the end of our lesson. If you missed this lesson, you can watch what exactly we have. And I will give you opportunity to go to the links for the exercises I've done for you. I will give you extra exercises, and what I want you to do, I want you to write out new vocabulary from the song about Halloween. And also, we will continue reading our home book for home reading. But if you want, you can just read it by yourself once again. So that's it for today. Also, I have a song, but it is for those who are with me to sing and to do actions. That's why I will just give you opportunity to sing and to do actions by the link. So that's it for today. See you next time on Sunday. Bye bye.